Hello guys, it's me, and today I'm going to be going over the Heavy Gunner build. First, we're going to need 15 strength, 1 perception, 4 endurance, 7 or 6 charisma, depending if you're a team player or not, 15 intelligence, 2 agility, and 12 luck. Alright, so next we're going to be going over strength. First, we need to get that weapon buff before we can focus on anything else. So we are going to need these 3 cards. Heavy Gunner, which when maxed out increases your damage by 20%. Expert Gunner, it does the same thing, increases your damage by 20%. And last but not least, Master Heavy Gunner, which gives you an extra 20% bonus. So in total, you get 60% bonus, which is very helpful when you have to have a lot of always craft a lot of bullets, and each bullet counts. So 60%, that's a lot. Now, next we move on to our next card. Okay, so I move on to our next card, which is Lock and Loaded. Reload 10% faster per. Alright, we're skipping Perception for now since it's kind of useless in this build. Now, for Endurance. We're going to be using these 4 points so we can gain 45 extra health, which will really help you since after all, you're a tank. You're supposed to be there for a while and be able to take a blow or two. Now we move on to Charisma, where you can either choose Lone Wanderer, which when adventuring alone take 20% less damage and regain 30% action point regeneration when maxed out. And Field Surgeon, Stimpaks and Redway will now work much more quickly, which is very helpful when you're at low health and need to pop one in order to survive. Now, we also have, or option B for team is when you are on a team, gain 15% more XP, so you can level up quicker. And Bodyguards, if you have a lot of teammates, you gain 12 damage and energy resistance, maximum of 36 for each teammate, including yourself, which is also very helpful. But if you want that extra charisma point, then go for the Lone Wanderer and Field Surgeon, but choice is yours. Now, intelligence, one of the most important for power armor heavy builds. First, we're going to need Power User. Fusion Core duration is now doubled, which really helps a lot. Can't be in the middle of a battle, your power runs out. That'll be rough. Then, Nerd Rage, what every tank needs. While below 20% health, gain 40 damage resistance, 20% damage, and 50% action point regeneration. Then, Stabilized. Every heavy gun needs this. In power armor, heavy guns gain excellent accuracy and ignore 45% of armor. It's not as good as the melee or the snipers, but 45% armor and those bullets are shooting real quick. So, I mean, yep. Now, First Aid. Stimpaks restore 45% more lost health, which will really, really help a lot, especially when you need each Stimpak to work as much as possible. And our final one is Portable Power. All power armor parts and the chances weight is reduced by 75%. Now, before you say it's useless, no, it's not. Especially when those power armor parts break, you need to have a lot of backups. Man, those things are heavy, so you really need to have a lot. Because if you're in the middle of a battle and your right limb, for example, is open, bam, bam, they shoot you a couple times, you're out, especially low level. And now we have the cards to switch in at certain times. Gunsmith, maximum. Guns break 50% slower, and you can craft tier 5 guns. Craft and modify. Now, the reason why you need this is because if you're rocking the minigun, for example, you need a tier 5 guns to even make the simplest changes to it. Now we have Power Patcher. Your power armor breaks 60% more slowly, and it's cheaper to repair. Power armor is not cheap to repair and breaks 60% slower because honestly, it kind of breaks kind of fast in my opinion, unless I just don't pay attention to it, but it breaks pretty fast. And Fix It Good. You can repair armor and power armor to 200% of normal maximum condition. So you can repair it 200% better, and it's cheaper to repair and break 60% slower. Sounds pretty good in my opinion. Now we have agility too. You're a tank. You're not supposed to be running a marathon over here. So I put Born Survivor. Falling below 30% health will automatically use a stim pack once every 20 seconds. Especially if you're paying too much attention and trying to drill your bullets through the enemy, it'll do it for you. And since you're a tank, you only like get low every 20 seconds. But the or you know what? Really, you could put any 2 points to agility that you want, or maybe three if you take one on a charisma. And the real reason why it's just a filler, so you can switch it in for Ammo Smith. Produce 80% more rounds when crafting ammunition. Man, bullets run out on those miniguns and stuff real fast. So you add that with the legendary perk, which we'll go over in a few. You're good to go. Now our final one, Luck 12, Serendipity. This card sounds very useless, but it's indeed very helpful. While below 30% health, gain a 45% chance to avoid damage. This card saves me more times than I can count. We have one that's debatable, Junk Shield. Carry junk to gain up to 30 damage and energy resistance. If you want to take that out or replace it and put 3 points to something else, then go ahead. Then we have Bloody Mess. 15% bonus damage means enemies may explode into a gory red paste. That works for any weapon. 50% bonus damage. So that's not debatable. And now we have one gun army. Heavy guns gain a 12% stagger chance and 12% chance to cripple a limb. The numbers are little, but whatever helps your gun, it helps your gun, right? So here we finish with the special points and special attributes. Oh yeah, right. Perception. You only need one perception. There's no possible other card unless VATS. If you're using VATS, then that's different. If you're going for VATS, I'd say go for VATS actually really powerful. So if you're going for VATS, put reperception into VATS targets limbs, focus fire to gain accuracy and damage per shot. It really does increase the damage. And there is no other one. And if you're having trouble with bug exterminator, but that's kind of a waste. Other than that, maybe glow sight. Deal 20%. My bad. Deal a maximum of 60% damage to glowing enemies. But if you're going for grenades, then Grenader. Your explosion detonation will twice the radius. But other than that, there's nothing. So I put the one perception point to gain 10% energy resistance. So there is your special points. Now, in a few, we're going not few. Next, we're going to move on to legendary perks. Okay, the final thing that this build requires is legendary points. So I'm going to tell you the best 4 legendary points for power armor you can get. First, Ammo Factory. It starts at 50% more ammo, but when maxed out, you can make 150 more rounds. And when combined with Ammo Smith, to make a total of 230% more ammo. When you get all that, you'll never have to worry about ammo again. Now, we go to number 2, Power Sprinter. When maxed out sprinting and power armor, takes 50% less action points. The third one, Power Armor Reboot. When maxed, get a 40% chance to get auto-revived when in power armor. Sounds pretty good to me, especially when you're not on a team. And if you're speaking of team, if you're on a team, enemies take 40% more damage when on a team when maxed out. So you get 15% XP bonus, and you can get 40% more damage when on a team, and extra resistance. Sounds good to me. So there is your Fallout build. So see you guys in the next video.